Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and to a brand new reading vlog. So today it is Monday the 6th of February. I had to think about that then. I'm starting the week off with reading Our Violent Ends by Gong. I am listening to this on audio. I literally started it this morning. I'm up to chapter 6, which is page 45, and this is a 500-page story, so I'm just before 10%. It's going to take me a while. Also, I've just seen this has under jacket art. Have I not looked at this before? Oh yes, I have. Oh my god, yeah, I bought it off someone on Depop and it came with a squished spider under this jacket. Like, I've wiped it off, but you can still see the black remnants where there was a spider in it. And to be honest, I actually haven't bought anything off Depop since. I'm kind of traumatized from that moment. But yeah, stunning. I don't know why I'm showing you this. But yeah, I'm 45% of the way, no, 45 pages into this and really enjoying it so far. It's been ages since I read Our Violent Delights. These Violent Delights? These Violent Delights, not our. And yeah, I feel like I need to progress because I've got an arc of Foul Lady Fortune and I have just bought a final copy as well. But I really need to just get on with this. And I've had this on my TBR for a solid many months, you know? Maybe verging on almost a year. I just want to get this done. I just want to get this read. I thought I wouldn't love it as much as I loved These Violent Delights, but luckily with the audio I'm really into it right now. And yeah, I'm just taking that as it comes. I have a lot of library books out right now that are due back soon, so I'm going to be reading a lot of library books this week. I read 2 yesterday in their entirety, so that was pretty good. So yeah, I'm not sure what I'm going to pick up, but I have many options. But I guess we will just continue through the week and see what I read. What else am I in the middle of? I know I'm in the middle of The Sinner by Chantal Tessier. With books like that, they're just kind of smutty romances. I just pick them up when I'm in the mood to pick up an easy Kindle book for a couple of chapters and not a big book. So I'm probably going to make a couple of bits of progress through this week, hopefully finish it. And I'm also still in the middle of The Stranded. I read the beginning of that in beginning of January and I still have not picked it back up when I need to. I need to either DNF it or I need to read it, so I need to hurry up and decide. So you might see me reading more of that this week, hopefully. But yeah, that's all I have to say. So welcome to the vlog. Let's hopefully read some good books this week. This is terrible lighting, I'm so sorry. But if I don't update you now, I won't until I finish Our Violent Ends, because I have 2 hours left of this audiobook on my speed, which is 3. So 6 hours left. And I won't be updating you if I don't now. This book, obviously it's a Romeo and Juliet retelling. We all know what happens at the end of Romeo and Juliet. But for some reason, I have not allowed myself to think that's a possibility. And it's just gone into my brain. And I've just thought to myself, no way. They're not gonna copy the end of Romeo and Juliet, are they? There's been no hints to it yet, but I mean, we're quite away from the end. No. No. They wouldn't. No. I'm in denial here, aren't I? It's gonna happen, isn't it? Oh no. I'm absolutely terrified. I'm absolutely traumatized. I'm not ready. I really hope this doesn't happen because I love these guys so much. This book, I DNF'd the first book and then I picked it up again and I think I gave it a 3. This one is so much better in my opinion. I'm really thoroughly enjoying it. It's like definitely a 4-star. But I'm absolutely terrified now about what's going to happen. Okay, I'm going to go read. And I won't be able to tell you what happens because it'll be a spoiler. But just know I'm scared. Oh my god. Oh my god, that was an accident. Okay. Oh, don't look at that. Oh, don't look at the falling apart house behind me, please. Don't look. I don't want you to look. So don't. Yeah, I was getting ready to go out tonight. I went out tonight. And made a mess of the house. Trying to get dressed. So just don't look. Just don't look, everybody. I finished this yesterday and I didn't update you since I said about what I thought I said about the ending. I'm not telling you anything. I was surprised by this book. I really enjoyed the first one. As I said, I think I gave it 3. This one is getting a 4 from me. I think this was such an improvement on the first. Not that I didn't like the first one, but this one came across a lot better written, a lot more mature, just a lot more me in vibes, I'd say. I really liked the build up to the, you know, big war at the end, I suppose. I really liked the end. I really liked everything that came together. I really liked the writing, the characters, the twists, the turns. I really enjoyed it all, and I'm really excited to see more in Foul Lady Fortune, because this was a very enjoyable story. Why do I always look so pale in my videos? Like, I have got, like... Oh, why do I keep doing that? I've got so much makeup on. And yet here... And I look, like, fine. Like, I look fine. I've just been out to dinner, and my skin looks really nice. And you can't see jack in this camera. What's the point? What's the point? Ooh, anyway, that's so unrelated to books. That's all. That was the entire update. I read Our Violent Ends. Also, I said earlier on it had been on my TBR for almost a year. It went on my TBR in September. It's February. I am one for the dramatics, which made me feel better anyway. But yeah, it's done. Hello. I've just had a shower, so excuse my wet face. I'm just putting on some moisturiser. I have reading update, so I thought I would quickly update you now before I forgot, because I'm bound to forget the second I move on from this book. I finished The Harpy. Here, I'm not going to hold it up because I'm doing my face, but The Harpy by Megan Hunter. I have fallen on the rating of 4 stars. This is a really short book. It's 200 pages, and I think I've told you what it's about, I'm pretty sure. But a man who cheats on his wife and she gets to hurt him 3 times. This was a lot less sinister than I was expecting it to be. I was really expecting it to be an exploration of mind and kind of like really, I think I mentioned it in the vlog, I really expected them to both kind of lose their sense of sanity. And it didn't quite explore it that way. The end kind of happened, and then suddenly the last chapter was just, what the hell is going on? And I don't know what was going on. I'm not really sure I understand. I understand that the concept of what she was trying to do, but I don't understand where the story went. I don't know what happened to the characters. I don't get it. But it was a weird book, and I do like weird books sometimes, so I was happy to accept that. The writing was stunning. Writing was beautiful. I completely understand why this has a terrible average rating on Goodreads. This is not for everybody's tastes. And yeah, I think it depends on your mood, and I was in the mood for a beautiful book, so I've definitely enjoyed this. Some really beautiful sentences, and if this hadn't been a library copy and this had been my own, I definitely would have been annotating this because it was stunning. Not that I would get my own copy of it. I thought about it for a while, but I think it was just a bit weird. I'm not sure I'd ever reread it as much as I liked it. So yeah, that was a little bit of an odd one, but I'm glad that's done. It hasn't helped with my slump. I'm definitely slumping. I'm trying to ignore the fact I'm slumping, and I'm trying to read through these library books, but I'm hardcore slumping and I don't know what else to do other than pick up the chunkiest book to exist, and this is Zodiac Academy number 7, Heartless Sky. Now, not only is it the chunkiest book in mankind, it also has smallest writing known to man. It's a ridiculous amount of pages. I have started it, and I quite literally mean I'm on page 19. I'm using my gift. My Robbie for my birthday got me this card, and it has 2 characters on the front. That was probably a spoiler. Maybe I should take that out. Actually, you don't know who the characters are. You don't know. I have read this series via ebook and physical now, so I decided to try the audiobook. I have gotten not even halfway through chapter 1, And I can tell you, I will never listen to the audiobooks. If I'd listened to the audiobook of this narrator in this audiobook, I would have stopped at book 1. I wouldn't have been able to complete book 1. So it shows me how important it is to pick the correct format of a book that you're reading, because that would have killed me. Actually, I'm going to press play. I'm going to move you because you're on the speaker. I'm going to press play for a very short duration because I don't want to spoil anything, and every sentence being said right now is a spoiler. Listen to this narrator. Oh my god, look, I'm scarred in my eye. Listen to this narrator putting on a man's voice, okay? I can't listen to it.
Heavens, a creature so powerful that it was made of magic itself?
Wait.
Yeah, I think it did, he said.
Yeah, I think it did. Okay, bestie. I can't even grasp the concept of someone making that and thinking it was okay. Terrible. And she does it for every single boy. And there's literally like so many men in this, you know, the heirs and other characters who I don't want to mention because it'll spoil deaths previous on. Everything in this series is a spoiler. I literally cannot say a word. So honestly, this audiobook has made me hate the start of this book. I literally been like, oh my god, it's cringy, it's disgusting, the writing's awful. That's not good, is it? It also doesn't help that I've taken a really long break from this series, purely because I knew that this book was going to hurt me. I've seen not so much spoilers, but I have seen kind of things about what happens at the end of this book and characters that have been affected in this book. And I am absolutely terrified, traumatized. Every other book has made me sob within the first 20 to 30 pages. So I was absolutely terrified to go into this. Beginning of this has been like, everything's perfect. So that's a bit weird. But I really couldn't do it without knowing that the last book was coming out. And the last book came out in December. And I thought I was going to read this just in time until I got the news that the 8th book isn't the last one. They've decided to make it another book. I'm like, oh, great. So that's not ideal. Moving on from my complaints. I'm definitely going to pick this up physically instead because there is no way I'm listening to that. Ain't no way. I was going to listen to that for the 8th book because I don't own the 8th book physically because it's £20 to buy. It was 28. It's gone down. But there is no way. I would honestly pay any amount of money to not listen to that audiobook. So I'm going to start this. Hope it gets me on my slump. I mean, in theory, this should not get me on my slump. A big fantasy book. But it's Zodiac Academy, my favourite series of all time. This is heaven to me. So I'm going to get myself a cup of coffee right now. I've just come into a parcel. Oh my gosh, I'm warm. Hang on, wait 1 sec. Could have sorted myself out before I started vlogging, but no. Okay, I have a parcel, and I know this parcel is from Harper because I can tell by the packaging. So, thought I would, flash my dress. Ooh. A Long Stretch of Bad Days by Mindy McGuinness. Now you can request arcs from Harper. I did not request this one because I've read a Mindy McGuinness book and hated it. So there ain't no way. I mean, I'm sure I'll read it anyway. It's a YA mystery about 2 teen girls whose investigative podcast about their small town's past set in motion an unravelling of secrets that someone will stop and nothing to keep buried. The actual synopsis sounds meh, but that bit sounds alright, so I'll give that a go. And it says that a dynamic female friendship, an examination of class differences, and a hard-hitting podcast that'll have readers racing to the end. That sounds good. Okay, well, I will give it a try, but me and Mindy McGuinness have not had a good track record, so we'll see. Yeah, that's that. I didn't buy it, so it doesn't count. I'm only allowed to not buy books. I can still get them. Hello. It's been a while again, so that's great. But I just haven't been reading, so I've had nothing to tell you. The only book I have been reading is When We Were Dragons, and I've been listening to the audiobook slowly. I don't know how far in I am. Maybe like 60%, but I could be a bit off with that. So far, it's fine. It's a little boring. Not much is going on. But I have the audiobook from my library, so I'm just kind of reading it. It's very feminist, and some of the words and some of the sentences that have been said have been really great. But overall, the story just isn't grabbing me. It's all through the main character's life, and it's just, again, not gripping me. More now than before, where I almost DNF'd it. But nothing's pulling me in, and I'm in this, slump, and I just want to be out of it so bad. So today, I'm going to sit down and try and read. and not play Disney Dreamlight Valley, which is all I've done for a week. So today my reading plans are, Jade just said to get out of a slump, she recommends this book, and I can't remember the name of it, The Serpent of Wings or something. Picture up here. So I've just downloaded that on Kindle Unlimited, and I'm literally going to sit down and read that right now. Hi, I am here to close out the vlog, because I think this is long enough, I'm not sure. So I last spoke to you, I said I was going to read The Serpent and the Wing of Night or something, that book. That was such a good book. I'm not going to talk too much about it because I'm going to talk about it in my Kindle Unlimited Reads vlog, but I thoroughly enjoyed that book. It's kind of The Cruel Prince meets ACOTAR meets The Hunger Games. It was so interesting, so fun, such an unexpected read that I really, really enjoyed. So I would 100% recommend that if you haven't heard of it, because I hadn't heard of it, but it's got really great reviews. So we follow our main character who was taken from the humans by this man who is a fairy king, fairy mayor, fairy leader, someone. Wow, I don't remember a lot at all. And she's kind of raised by him to be his serpent. So she is like his wartime thing. And she loves him as a father. It's nothing like evil kidnapping. She knows she was taken. She lost her family. So she lives with him. And then they enter into this tournaments thing where at the end you get gifted a wish of yours by the goddess, and you have to participate in the trials. Very Hunger Games-esque. You fight against others, survival. It's incredibly Hunger Games to win. And while she's there, she meets a fellow man. And yeah, it all goes downhill from there. It is a series, so I don't know the end of the story. It comes out the day before my birthday, I believe, so we gotta wait till April to get the second one, but it was so worth picking up. I would 100% recommend it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. So yeah, that is the end of this reading vlog. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall hopefully see you in the next one.